Hello, my loves. Welcome back to our home base. It feels so good this morning to be able to sit and connect with you guys. As you know, the last 14 days have been very, very spiritually intense. The messages that I've been channeling have been reckless. That's how I'm going to describe it. It felt so reckless. It felt so straightforward, which they usually do, and they usually are, but the energies have been so heavy, and a lot of those things, clearly you guys can relate to them. They showed up in your life. It's clear that it was in the charts exactly what's been going on. But last night I had this feeling that this week is going to be, there's going to be a shift. And of course I have my predictions pulled up from the Astro guide, the astrology guide that I wrote for 2022. So clearly, pulling from that reference chart, we can see that there is going to be a change in the planets and the stars. But energetically, aside from the astrological charts, you guys, I know I always tap into my feelings. I always tap into my intuition, and then I go to the astrology charts to confirm the feelings that it is that I am sensing within my own soul, within my own intuition. I feel that this week is going to be a catalyst of a game changer. And I need to know. I need to know what this is, what is happening here, what we're going to be experiencing. And I feel like for you guys too, you need to feel it as well. You guys can't see this, but a crow just landed in my backyard. So again, I feel like this is just spirit moving, spirit talking to us. Crows are all about the mystery. They're all about the occult. They're all about the shadow. They are messengers from the shadow side of ourselves. Mysticism, magic, mystery, the dark feminine, all of those things. So this is going to be really, really beautiful. The deck that I'm working with is one that I don't want to say that I'm obsessed with, but I've really, really been liking it a lot lately. I feel like it's called the Lightseers Tarot. I just bought it for my mom. We went to a metaphysical shop and I saw it and I said, Mom, if you don't have this deck, which I know that she doesn't, she's like me, where she likes to keep the decks that she uses simple. She doesn't like to have a whole lot. I would love to have a sit-down conversation with you guys and just connect. Look at that, High Priestess and the Ace of Pentacles. As I'm saying that, I'm getting a lot of crown chakra tingling right now. A lot of tingling in the crown chakra, the top of my head. I see you guys building. I'm seeing you building. I'm hearing the word prophecy. I'm seeing mushrooms as well, like mushrooms. Spirit, speak to me. Let me just go ahead and set an intention for this reading. My intention for this reading is to bring clarity to anybody and everybody who listens to this reading now. I call on divine energies from the highest lights of the universe and ask for your wisdom, for your direction, for your clarity, for your precision, for your guidance, for your love, for your transparency. Talk to us in a way that we can hear you. Give us the guidance and the messages that we need in order to make this week ahead our strongest, our best. Help us to be a catalyst for positive change in our lives and also in the lives for others. Help us to lead our lives with purpose and to fulfill our highest dreams and destinies. What do you see for us? What do you want for us? What do you need us to know? You can use me as a channel for divine enlightenment and messages. I'm getting a strong message of grounding. I'm also seeing, as I said grounding, I'm seeing and hearing the word sand. And as I'm seeing and hearing the word sand, I'm watching someone walk in it barefooted. I'm seeing the journey that you have been walking up until this point. You've been walking in this sand. It's this vision of this sand. This really, it's not white sand. It's like yellow sand. It's thicker. And I'm looking at the calf muscle and how your legs have been, Spirit is saying how your legs have been carrying you, you know, along this path, along this beach. And at the beginning of this journey, it felt peace. It felt anxious, and then it felt peaceful, and then it felt, I'm hearing the word exhaustive, and then liberating. In the liberation that you are going to experience this week or around in your life right now, you're going to feel and experience pain. This pain is going to be pain in the muscles. These muscles are not just the physical muscles of your body, they're the physical muscle, they're the spiritual muscles, the energetic muscles, they're the emotional muscles, the mental muscles. Spirit wants to acknowledge the journey and the distance. Spirit wants to acknowledge specifically the word dedication, how far you have come and why you set foot, why you are on the beach. This means that they want you to acknowledge and to revisit once again why you started this journey to begin with. Why are you where you're at right now? There's a reason, there's a time, there's a place. An explanation for why you're where you're at. There's a reason and a purpose for where the exact location that you're at right now. What steps did you have to take to get here, and why did you decide? Or why did the universe decide to maneuver you in this position right now? When you observe this position, you're going to ground yourself. And also in that grounding, I'm seeing for the next 2 weeks, specifically the message that Spirit is showing me is 2 weeks. And in the 2 weeks, I'm seeing a garden. I'm seeing the words 2 weeks, and there's garden, there's roses that are growing up and that have grown up. And those roses are starting to bloom, but there's thorns all around it. I want to put my hand to touch the 2 weeks, because putting my hand to touch the 2 weeks is showing me that there's something that we are reaching towards. There's something that is so close within our fingertips. But I know and I can sense that if I put my hand into the rose bush and if I reach to where I want to touch, I'm going to get hurt. I'm going to get hurt. Those feelings, those thorns look like abandonment. Those thorns look like complications. There are things that we've already experienced. There's things that we would never want to. We're fearful of attracting them. I don't know why Spirit is saying there's this fear of attracting this pain again. They're calling me to revisit the ideas of law of attraction and your understanding of law of attraction. And as I'm hearing that, I'm hearing the word complication. They're saying how they're not saying it's complicated. They're saying that you have an understanding that your mind attracts, you know, whatever it is that you're thinking about, whatever it is that you're vibing with, right? So you start to worry. Okay, am I going to attract my greatest worry? The reason why this worry is there is because you've lived through it already. And your body remembers the pain. Your body remembers what happened. Your body remembers how tough this was for you. It might have been rewarding because you broke through. It might have been rewarding because you won the battle or you're winning the battle. But there's a fear within you that is terribly trembling at the thought of you having to relive this again. And you wonder, do you have what it takes if you were to manifest or have to relive this again? Spirit is clearly telling me that you're not going to manifest. This is a very specific message. You are not going to manifest this obstacle again. Your fears and your worry and your insecurity, your doubt is not going to draw that past situation in because your intention is wired into prosperity. Your intention is wired into health. Your intention is wired into wealth. Your intention is wired into growth. Your intention is not wired into the obstacles, the blockages, the imbalance. So you can't manifest, and you're not going to manifest troublesome energies anymore, because your intention and what your vibration has connected into, and what your vibe has plugged into, and what your aura has plugged into, is something higher than the obstacle. Spirit wants to confirm, you don't have to worry about the worry. That's a very specific message. You don't have to worry about you worrying. Again, they're saying that your body remembers. So you're going to, Spirit wants you, I just got interrupted in my thought process there, in my intuitive thought process. They want you to be more mindful about you running away from your fear. This is why they're telling me right now. This is why we're telling you this right now, so that you can be aware, right? So when you ground yourself, remember that's what we were saying in the very beginning. When you ground yourself and center yourself, you will then become more stabilized in the intention and the vision that you are currently manifesting, that will prevail, which will present itself, which is the path that you're aligned with. However, if you are ungrounded, if you are anxious, if you are unsettled, then your power is going to, and your strength is going to be channeled in you running away from your fear instead of you running towards your destiny. I feel that very, very strongly. Spirit is speaking. I'm seeing you building. I'm seeing you collecting. I'm seeing you developing, strengthening, decoding, deciphering the details of what is to come next, of your vision. Some of you guys are working on intention setting and manifesting right now, and spending more time, Spirit is saying, getting an accurate representation of where it is that you're headed. Spirit wants you to see what they see. They don't want you to rely on your logic. Sometimes you guys are trying to use your logic to decode Spirit's messages, or what is happening around you. And I heard the word defeat. That's where you'll become defeated, by relying solely on your logical thinking. I just heard the word clairvoyant. Clairaudient, clairsentient, empaths. Many of you guys are exploring that, or your strengths here are going to be more heightened and developed over time, or starting now. I'm also seeing dietary and lifestyle changes in order to support your gifts. If you had a brief time period, I'm seeing 3 to 6 months, where you've fallen off of your path because you're taking the fast track, is something that Spirit is saying, meaning like maybe you had to do, some root chakra survival, lifestyle living. You're coming back to yourself again. Okay, so I don't know why, but I'm feeling some of you guys are playing the piano or musical instruments. I like my hands right now. Like some of you guys are playing instruments or something with your hands. It's musical. There's something about that, connecting with musical instruments, the keyboard, the piano, ukulele. I don't know why I'm getting a clarinet or a saxophone, something like that. You connecting with that once again, or if you used to play an instrument, you're bringing it back in now. It's activating the part of your brain that is a divine channel for spirit speaking to you. For it's like the same part of your brain is being activated here. It's the creative part of your brain. It speaks, so you'll hear spirit clean. And also it's because you're calming the monkey brain. You're calming the brain that's constantly chitter chattering by you focusing on music and by you connecting with music. So when you start to do that, you start to receive, you start to channel. Okay, spirit says it's safe to shuffle. Okay. I heard the word chain reaction. Spirit wants to let you know this is a very specific message to you, is what Spirit is saying. This is a very specific message to you, the viewer right now. Spirit wants you to know that there's a chain reaction, a cause and effect, a ding, 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 ding. It's like, it's not dominoes. It's like a water. It's like a water trickling. Something is getting activated here. I'm hearing chakra points. I'm seeing two different things here. There's certain points within your chakras that are getting awakened. It's like they're getting saturated. They're receiving a truth. They're receiving validation is the word that I just heard. They're receiving validation. So there's something that you're like, oh, I'm not crazy, or, oh, this makes sense now to me. It's like the judgment. You're getting a lot of understanding and clarity. Oh, this is why. And each one of the chakras, when they receive that validation, when they receive that confirmation, they awaken. And it's this leveling up. It's giving me very much Kundalini energy, where the root starts to open up and unwind and travel up, 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 until you receive total enlightenment and bliss. And Spirit is showing me that the emphasis on time, that it feels very temporary, it feels very quick, but that moment covers you for your entire life. It's so amazing how one moment of truth and awakening and awareness shift can change the course of your entire life in like half of a second. And what is time, you know? I'm hearing that Spirit has a few different things that they want you to reckon with or reconcile with, a few messages that they want to talk to you. This is a very specific message. It's supposed to be cathartic, is what I'm hearing, and soothing, giving you awareness and clarity. They want you to receive this right now. They say, put down the line. I don't know what that means. Put down the line or put it on the line. I don't know what that means. Put something down. As I'm saying that, we have 10 of Swords here at the base of this reading. Knight of Wands reversed. Put something down. 3 of Swords reversed. Put it down. Queen of Pentacles reversed. 10 of Pentacles. King of Cups reversed. A lot of reverse cards. Page of Swords. The Emperor. Temperate. Look at all these reverse cards. There it is. 2 of Cups. What this is telling me right now is there is, again, a series of things that have not worked out or have yet to work out. The only thing that has been promised to you, or the only thing, but you're starting to question and doubt it, is this legacy, this gift that's meant to be passed on. Some of you guys, it's not a physical gift. It could be financial blessings, but it's something that is given to you by your ancestors, your lineage, that connects you to them that other people don't have. For some of you guys, it's something as simple as and powerful as a fighting spirit, the will to survive, the will to never give up, the will to, or the ability to look at the current obstacle and be able to see a solution. Some of you guys are very innovative thinkers. Some of you guys are very creative thinkers. There's this gift that your ancestors have, or this trait that your family is known for, that your lineage is known for, that is passed on. And if you don't know your ancestors, if you don't know where you're from, that's fine too. You don't have to know, because what you're known for is a connection to them. Your natural ability to fill in the blank. Some of you guys, it seems like it's a problem. You know, it's like something that you're amazing at, but something that you equally are not good at. And it's a very extreme thing. For example, I'll use myself as an example. I am known for my intuition. I'm known for my ability to connect with spirit. I'm known for being spaced out and channeling in the moment and totally disconnecting from my world and not even hearing my environment, because I'm so hearing the spiritual realms. I'm known for my prophecies. I'm known for my visions, but I'm also known for my memory. I have the worst memory. I also can see like the best in people. I have dreams and I have visions, but I can't forget. I can't remember, really. I can't remember everyday things, and I suck at math. It's because they're intertwined, they're interconnected. I'm not meant to be able to do both, because I'm exceedingly well in this area, which means that because I'm exceed in this area means that I'm going to exceedingly fail in this other area. So this area that I'm not good at is what I find the tools, the resources, the people to help me. Spirit is saying, capitalize on that. And by capitalize, I mean strengthen and invest in that. Give your energy into that. Don't spend so much time beating yourself up for what you fail at, because the same thing that you fail at is what is making you so successful and making you so abundant. Let go of what doesn't work. Let go of what you're not naturally good at. Let go of what is not a capability for you, and replace it with the tool so that you can continue to focus your energy, your strengths on what you are phenomenal at, and invest in that and rebuild that and rehabilitate that, is what as Spirit just said. Rehabilitate it, rebuild it. It's re-strengthening that muscle, and it's bringing me back to the beach. Spirit is bringing me back to the beach. There's a reason why you're here where you're at. There's a reason why you came to this beach. And this beach is a metaphor. It represents something that you needed at this moment and this time within your life. It could be a break. It could be adventure. It could be excitement. It could be survival. It could be connections. It could be education. There's a reason why you're where you're at right now. And regardless of the feelings that came with you at the start of this journey, you've been walking along this path, and there are levels to what it is that you've experienced as you journey along, as you carry yourself along. And I'm feeling and I'm sensing that at some point you got what you needed to gain, but your muscles, and you're getting what you're needing to gain, but your muscles are starting to grow weary because of how you've had to strengthen them in this space that you're in this space that you've been surviving in and living in, that you've been called into. Now that you're where you're at now, Spirit is inviting you to let go and to move forward. This means that you may be exiting the beach. You're getting taken off of the path. And actually, it looks like she's walking along. If you guys hear any rooster calling in the background, it's because I have roosters and chickens, or roosters and hens. There's something here that it's time for you to I don't want to say get pulled out of, but it's time for you to transition on. When it serves, it serves. And when it's time to move on, it's time to move on. They don't want you to stay in a space of pain. I'm also seeing, for a lot of you guys, this pain or this muscle strengthening, and it could be, it's a spiritual, it's emotional, it's a mental muscle, it's a physical muscle. They're stopping you from it being like too bad. They're stopping you from it being like permanent damage. You know when people like overwork something and it's like not necessary, it does more harm than good. They're stopping you from doing that. So they're allowing you a space right now to reconsider and rehabilitate certain strengths within you and regain balance at this point. And I actually see it as something that is joyful. I see it as something joyful. I see it as something fun. I see it as something exciting, exhilarating. The other thing is that the next stage within this journey, you're not going to have to work as hard, or the work isn't going to feel like work. It's going to feel like something you genuinely want to do. Let's say some of you guys are coming out of divorce or a breakup. You might have been in a toxic relationship or certain traits within the relationship that don't serve anymore and you're just outgrowing it. So, or you've outgrown it, and now, you take a brief hiatus to kind of regain balance within yourself and become independent again, which is a transition all by itself, And now this next relationship or this next thing or this next journey, this next chapter in your life, it's just so solely focused on you and what you want and how you envisioned it and how you rewired it. And now Spirit's bringing me back to the original vision that I had at the start of this message, which is don't worry about the worry, because the body remembers, the mind remembers. It's something about encoding. There's something within you, your DNA, that it just remembers, and you can get triggered by certain things, but don't feel bad for that. You're just going to be aware about it, or you're going to be aware of it, and you're going to ground and center yourself so you're not making moves based upon the anxiety. I'm also getting a strong whiff right now of men's cologne or a cologne or a perfume. This video is brought to you by Dossier. I'm just kidding. Could you imagine? That would be that would be so funny. Actually, that would be really brilliant. I'm just joking around right now, but this video actually is sponsored by Dossier. I'm sorry, I cracked myself up. But yeah, I am getting a strong cologne, and it also feels familiar to you. It feels very, for those of you guys that don't know, Dossier is actually a perfume and cologne thing, but I'm not trying to do that right now. I'm genuinely channeling. Spirit is not talking about Dossier. That's my own sense of humor stepping forward. Okay, so push that aside. Sorry, I'm in a good mood. But yeah, so I am getting this strong sense of cologne. And as I was talking about that, it started to drift away. But it feels very familiar to you. There's something, it might be Spirit speaking to you or those who have passed on. It's very masculine. It's very like men's cologne-y. This could even be a woman who wears men's cologne. Or it could be someone who passed on who you can smell them, or you smell their cologne, or you start to get sense of them or whiffs of them when they show up. I'm really smelling it strong right now. This could be a masculine entering into your life. I heard mass proportion. So funny. I just feel like this is going to be everything. This person is going to be everything. Spirit is saying he's here to help you move forward. What does that mean? That means that you're not meant to do it all alone. This person, I just heard, this person is tailored to you and your specific requirements, your specific strengths and your weaknesses, what makes you, what the things that you're most proud of and the things that you're ashamed of or embarrassed about or you don't like about yourself. This person fits this in complete. Spirit is saying, ask for the things that fit in like a puzzle piece into your life. so that nothing is being held back from you or nothing is being compromised in a way that feels detrimental to either one's state of being. It's very Lovers energy and intertwining and interconnected. I'm also getting, revisiting, Spirit is taking me back to the rose bush. I'm also seeing house numbers. It's like 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 1, 1, 4, 5, 8, 6, 3, 2, 5, 1, 1, 1, 3. There's an emphasis on Atlanta. Some of you guys, it's Cleveland. Portland. Sorry, I'm channeling. Spirit's ending it right there. No, New York. Orlando, random. Richmond, or I'm hearing Virginia specifically, but Richmond. Somewhere in the UK. There's somewhere in the UK. Okay, those are some areas that 2, 3, 5, 4. Okay. Anyways, these are things that are going to interconnect. Spirit is saying right now, we want to celebrate the discernment. We want to celebrate the thorns. There's a lot of you guys who have been very thorny and pushing, like just really creating a blockage from making sure that not just anybody can come in, because there's a lot of people who want to gain access to you and your energy, and Spirit wants to celebrate not just the beauty of the thorn, not just the beauty of the rose, but the beauty of the thorn and the purpose of the thorn. But now Spirit is coming through and clipping back those thorns so that when you reach through, or when someone else reaches through, because they're going to want to open this gate, that they don't get snared, or that it's so impossible. And now it's time for us, Spirit's like, it's time to go, it's time to go, it's time to go. Okay. Now it's time for us to receive these messages here. I'm going to move this back to 2 of Cups because that's what I'm seeing here as well. All right, let's bless this deck, if you guys don't mind. Both of these piles, and I don't like calling them piles, but both of these pulls are 2 separate messages. I know that you guys are so used to, oh, it's so funny that I even have these 2 crystals here and the 2 of Cups. Look at that. Both of these 2 piles are separate messages. I know that you guys are used to pick a card readings, but these are separate messages for you to receive right now. Maybe one will resonate more than the other, but there are 2 messages that Spirit wants to give to us right now. They're saying we're going to decode it. I just want to do a 4th one for the unborn. is what I just heard. All right, we're going to go with this one first. So, 9 of Cups reversed. The Moon reversed. 6 of Cups reversed. 6 of Swords reversed. 4 of Swords. Look at all these reverse cards. Some of you guys are like, Jess, did you shuffle correctly? Or maybe the deck is upside down. So I don't necessarily, I read energies, I don't read specifics. I teach that in my Sacred Circle Tarot School, which, by the way, thank you guys, for those who are in the Sacred Circle, for being patient with me while I finish my book and while I take a break. It's very important for me to take a break because I'm a human being. Okay. I heard the word hesitation. Don't be afraid to hesitate. I heard grasp, grasping for straws. Ooh, I don't like that. Grasping for straws. Some of you guys are trying to, you're reaching for something. You're like reaching for, it's like you're, not that you're reaching for the wrong thing, but Spirit wants you to, again, abandon logical thinking. Some of you guys are grasping for things because you logically can't see where the blessing is going to come in. You like genuinely cannot see it. And this is literally, it's funny because the devil's reaching his hand out. But this is not going to serve you. If you're grasping for something and it's just like you're like, what you have to ask yourself, why are you reaching? There's a lot of anxiety with this too. Like a lot of like mental tension. Why would you reach for that? You're grasping. There's certain people, things that you're doing that you're just like, okay, I'm going to say yes to this. I'm going to reach for this. I'm going to grab this because what I actually want has not presented itself yet. And literally Spirit's like, don't do that. That's not the devil, but it's not good for you. You're grasping at a straw. Straw is so flammable. It's so fickle, and it's not for you. They want you to build. You can't build a straw home. I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house down. It's like the pigs that, there's one that built their home from straw. There's one that built their home from mud. There's one that built their home from twigs. None of those things are going to, none of those foundations are going to last. They're going to do more harm than good. They're not even going to protect you from the elements. And if they do, it's going to be bare minimum versus the home that's built from brick. So look for the brick. Don't look for the straw. If you're in an environment where you can only see what is available to you right now, that's exactly what Spirit is saying. That's why we're trying to take you out of this, because it served when it served, but it's time to move forward. Don't be afraid of the moving forward process, and don't be afraid of waiting a little longer in order for you to get and gain what it is that you truly deserve. It's right there. It's right there. If you wait just a little longer, you'll be able to see exactly, and it'll be so reciprocated. It'll be so strong. It'll be so stable. It'll be so beautiful and abundant. Some of you guys are doing cooking or baking, and I'm also seeing a lot of like the melting down of strawberries. That's a very specific message. It's the melting down of strawberries into jam. So it's taking something, and if this is just a metaphor, it's taking something that once was like a beautiful thing and turning it into something else. Like you're able to transmute certain things into new stuff, into new things, and it feels very rewarding. It feels very like yummy. It feels really good. It's giving me 9 of Pentacles upright. It's giving me Empress energy. It's giving me Emperor upright type of energy. It feels very rewarding. It feels very promising. It feels like, I can't believe I made it here. All of this from strawberry jam. That strawberry jam is very significant. It's like, I did it. I did it. This is what you are actively masculine, what you are actively doing. You are turning something that once was into something different, and you can then sell it. And it's all because, like, let's say you planted the seeds for the strawberry, and then you started picking the strawberries, and then you enjoy the strawberries raw, or you put them on your yogurt parfait, or you put them on top of a cake, but then you use maybe the bruised strawberries, and then you turn those into jam, and then you sell them, and then you make more profit off of that, and then that profit goes into, it's like this like awakening, like it's just this trickle effect of all these things, and it's so beautiful and it's so abundant, and spirit's like, stop grasping for straws. Okay, Spirit, talk to us through the oracle, please. What is this first? I can't shuffle comfortably, so let me just, what is this first pull message? What is this? Wow, gentle gardener. Oh, this one really want to jump out. Heal the ouch. One more. Oh my goodness. Flying. This is exactly what it is that I'm talking about, my loves, is this gentle gardening. Do you see? It's like you're taking something that once was a seed and once was the start. I just heard the word recognition or recognizing. You're recognizing how far you can take a seed. You're recognizing how far a seed can take you. And you're just gently tending towards, or gently tending the things that you have right here. Some of you guys, something dramatic happened in your life recently. Very, very dramatic. And some of you guys are fearing punishment or pain or retribution. Like you're experiencing like a backlash. And Spirit is saying, don't think about that right now. That's not important. What's important is you tending to why you were provoked, why this had to happen, and focus on healing that, and everything will take you to a higher place. Everything will take you to a higher position. Don't worry about how you messed up or how you got triggered or how this didn't work out or what they'll think about you or what they'll say about you. Disconnect from that. People are going to talk. Sorry, guys. I just wanted some of my coffee. People are going to talk. People love drama. People love watching someone crumble and fall. They love it. But also people love an underdog, and they love when someone's able to rebuild. And also, last 14 weeks, you guys, let me grab my sweater really quickly. Last 14 weeks have, not 14 weeks. Maybe it is that long for some of you guys. I hope not. Last 14 days, the evil eye has been showing up so strong. This is showing me that there's evil afoot or malicious energy afoot that's calling out the monsters within each of us, the side of ourselves that it's just like, you're not going to be proud of it, or it comes from a place, but it doesn't show your best self. It doesn't show your, you at your best all the time. So don't expect the best from, but also don't stay in a space of, I just heard unsurmounting pain or surmounting pain or something. Yeah, you're being guided to just take some time away and prune back and tend so that you can move forward. And you will move forward. You will move forward. I'm hearing there's a time and a place for everything. This moon card is showing me how sometimes we make decisions and choices based upon our fear, based upon lack. And sometimes it's okay to wait until more is being offered so that you're not settling for less or less than you deserve. Lovely. Let's move on to the next pile or the next pull. Two of Pentacles reversed, Tower card, Lovers, Four of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles. They're showing me someone is being, clearly, Tower card. Someone is being disrupted right now. So you're being disrupted right now, or this area in your life, or the second message. There's something that needs to be revolutionized and disrupted in order for your true strength to come through and also reform. There's something that needs to be reformed here. Something wasn't working out. the feminine. It's giving too little. It's giving too late. It's the feminine energies within every single one of us doing way too much because they want so badly for something to work out, for something for two things to coexist, or things to coexist to work themselves out together. But the feminine then falls into masculine energy because she's trying so hard that the feminine then becomes masculine and it becomes imbalanced. I don't know why I keep hearing too little, too late. Some of you guys are really afraid to walk away from something that you understand that you have a deeper connection with, or there's deeper purpose there, because you feel like you can sense the connection, you can sense the chemistry, you can sense the significance of it. And it's like, I can't, you know, in your spirit, it feels so wrong to walk away. But sometimes you must, like sometimes you have to. Sometimes it's close, but it's not it. Some of you guys are like, I can't start over. I don't want to start over. And Spirit is like, you don't have to. They don't want you grasping for straws here. They don't want you settling for, it's not that you're settling for less. It's just you found something similar. You found something close, but it's not it. So when feminine energy starts to do too much or try too hard, it then will create an imbalance. And there needs to be something being reformed here. Something needs to be reshifting there. And I'm also feeling like it's not just one area of your life. It's multiple areas of your life where you're going to find yourself chasing, pushing, striving, stretching. And I heard the word destabilized. The root becomes destabilized. The root becomes sick. So when Spirit starts to see the potential for you to get sickened, or the connection to get sickened, or your purpose to get sickened, or your children to get sickened, they start to scoop you up and remove you in order to place you. This is divine, like, I don't know why I'm hearing divine pleasure. It's in the divine's greatest pleasure to make sure that you're safe and supported and healthy. But sometimes logical thinking will stop you from seeing that and make you latch on or hold on to the space that you've, you know, it's not that you've outgrown it. It's just time. All right, let's go back to this deck and shuffle a little bit. Spirit's then going to want us to talk about getting advice. Oh my gosh, commitment. Movement. Wow. One ring circus. Do you see? Yeah, this is exactly what it is that I'm saying. One ring circus is you. Some of you guys are really afraid. I don't know why. I understand. Some of you guys are really afraid to start over. Some of you guys are really afraid to be center stage. Some of you guys are really afraid to ask for what you need. Some of you guys are afraid to speak up. Some of you guys have spoken up, but you're so exhausted that you're like, you know what? I'm just going to stop trying. And Spirit's like, perfect. Stop trying. They're going to move you. There's going to be movement here. There's something about moving. The center of this is about commitment and choosing what chooses you and not settling, because you don't have to choose everything. It's going to be a perfect puzzle piece. It's going to be a perfect fit. I actually am feeling romance here. I mean, duh, right? How could you? How could I not? But I'm actually feeling a I'm going to shamelessly self-promote, but I work my magic using what I offer. Okay, the same herbs that I use for myself in order to manifest are the things that I offer to my clients, to my people. And the love and romance candle that I have in my shop is something that I'm going to light right now. Why? Not because I'm trying to attract that, but because it's here. And I've been lighting candles for the collective a lot lately at my altar. Actually, this past weekend, I did a lot of revisiting my altar space and actually switching things around and refreshing it, you know. And it's Aries season anyway, so it's a new season. It's time to refresh. So go to your altar and cleanse your space. It could be a corner in your room. It could be a shoebox for all. It doesn't matter. Spirit acknowledges and appreciates the effort. And I just want you guys to really just refresh this space because it starts at the altar. The altar is the root. And I'm going to light a candle at my altar for those of you guys that... And it, like, love and romance is not just romance. It's not just... It's about things choosing each other. It's about finding what wants you and what you want, and finding that connection and finding that symmetry and finding that, like, depth and that intimacy. It's not just love. It's not just romance. It's like coming together, like passion and knowing, like that deeper fiery sense. So I'm going to light that at my altar. Also, it's giving me the red rose, so I'm going to have to get some roses and just build a whole altar. Wow. Oh my goodness. The Grail Knight here. Romance. Dude. Romance, illusion, and seeking the sacred. And 6. That's the card of the Lovers. And risk here. That's what I'm saying. It's just, you guys think it's an illusion. It's not. This illusion is a vision. It's what God is giving to you. This is Archangel Gabriel vibes. It's you bowing down and surrendering to the fact that romance and connection and intimacy, deeper intimacy, is so sacred. How could Spirit not want that for our lives? Some of you guys have been really stuck on something that is similar to what you want, but it doesn't want you, or it's not a match for you. And you're afraid to take that risk to move forward, but you are being called. You are being called to move to 2 of Cups, to the one, to it. And this doesn't have to be a person, but it can very well be a person. There's something so divinely sacred here. Call it into your life. Command it into your life. With fire, with passion, with knowing. You know what you want. You know what Spirit spoke over you. You know what can happen. Don't be afraid to move towards that. Don't be afraid to be moved towards that. You don't have to just reach for straw. You don't have to just reach for mud. It's something stable. It's something the long haul. It's something worth the risk. It was always worth the risk. Spirit, speak. I'm 1000% going to my altar. In fact, I have a whole thing planned today. Disruption. Are you fucking kidding me? I'm done. Bye. Bye, y'all. I'm done letting go. I couldn't make this stuff up. I really couldn't. Okay, who is the other? Oh my gosh. I can't. I wish I had my other deck. Okay, no. I'm going to leave this here. Spirit's like, everything happens as it should, Jess. I know, I trust. I'm so sorry. This is what I'm saying. I couldn't make this up, even if I tried. Letting go. There's something here, you guys. I'm also seeing a deep leveling up in a current marriage or current commitment where there was disconnection. I'm also seeing tension in the jaw. It was a long, years maybe, of just really biting down and like biting down during turbulent, you know, and then all of a sudden something happens that just really shows you someone's character, and now you have a deeper level of intimacy. Light that romance thing. Yep. Spirit said yes. Yep, it's the key. This is my yes card. I'm genuinely going to make a tarot deck. I don't know why that's coming through. Dude, the amour and the birds. Oh my goodness. Something is coming into clarity. Something is being built here. I just heard Spirit say, yes, this is yours. Oh my God. The rose. I'm done. Oh, I love it. I love it when you speak. I love it when Spirit speaks to me. You guys are probably like, oh my God, why is she so... I mean, I just feel it. Do you feel this? I feel this. We need to go to our altar. Spirit says yes. Oh, wow. Okay. Dog, eye, mouse. This is yes. Talk to me about the mouse. Why is the mouse here? The ring. The ring, okay, so let me read this to you. The ring, when to the right of the person, is an unerring indication of a rich and happy marriage, but lying to the left, disappointment in love. So I just feel like this is something that's been bothering, like a loss in the marriage or a loss in your marriage partner, or you not being able. Let me tell you something right now. If you're someone who's been wanting marriage and you're just looking at the world around you and you're just like having to settle for less and you're just not happy, and as I'm saying that, there's a bluebird that just hopped by my door. Oh my God, speaking of which, the birds. But you're just not happy. It's genuine. This bluebird looked like this too. It's funny. It's a blue jay. Maybe the blue jay is significant for someone, but you're just looking around and you're just like, you're not finding your loyalty. You're not finding your love. You're not finding your, you know, or maybe people around you are wanting the best for you, but like, where is the best? Like, where it at? Like, where's that at? These Joker cards, I know that a lot of people don't like them, but for me, the Joker cards have always been hardcore yes or hard no. They're like a confirmation. Yeah, it's like cutting out. There's this I was talking about the way to the world and like how people act and how people maneuver. It's very evil. It's very self-serving. It's very gluttonous. It's very quick satisfaction. I'm just hearing that some of you guys, you've been wanting something that doesn't want you, but you're finding something similar to what you do want, but Spirit doesn't want you to want that. They want you to let go and be moved towards the greater, to the ring, to the marriage. It's like you need to start calling in your divine counterpart. And some of you guys are like, I have, but you're close. It's like you're so close, but you need to hear, reconcile, or receive confirmation and clarity into who this person is. Some of you guys are like, I have the rose. It's like, and literally as I was saying that, I was thinking back to the original vision, which is the numbers that it is that I said, go back. So those might be spiritual numbers. They might be addresses. They might be digits in someone's phone number, something like that. But there's this rose, right? It's this rose bush that's been growing. And you guys are, for the next 2 weeks is what I'm hearing, you're just going to be cutting those roses, like pruning them, tending to them. This is you working your magic. You're working your magic. For those of you guys that are asking, and don't be afraid to be a one-ring circus with this, because this means that you can tailor it the way that you want it, the way that you see it. For those, yeah, so I'm gonna reopen the apothecary, believe it or not. You know, do work with whoever's magic you want to. I'm not saying that you have to work with me, but you should 1000% light a red candle. Even if you're not trying to manifest romance and love within your life, it needs to come in. Look at this. It's your heart's truest desires. Oh man, I'm just obsessed. And look, the moon card and the key. Oh my gosh. It's just so perfect. It's got to come in. You got to be working on this right now. You have to. Number 9 is really standing out here too. It's just time. It's time. Right now, it's time. So yeah, this Thursday, you know, I'm going to be reopening the shop. All of the fixed candles are going to be completely stocked. I'm at the very last of fixing them. I did take a break yesterday, Sunday, in order to go, I almost said whitewater rafting, but I wasn't whitewater rafting. I was zip lining with my friends. which taught me a lot about myself, but it is what it is. I didn't think that I would be able to push myself, but I sure did. Anyways, we were 40 feet in the air, you guys. Anyways, that's neither here nor there. But I did take a break on Sunday in order to have fun and zip line. But when I tell you, all of last week and all of this weekend, pretty much, I was fixing candles. I've been in my zone. I've been I turned down so many invitations just to like focus because I felt it so strongly. I've just been working my candles. Though it's funny because the only candle that I didn't actually get to was the love and romance candle. But guess who's going to be working on that tonight or right now after this? There's probably a reason why I felt so called to come to you guys, because something is brewing. There's a shift. It's been a shit show. I know you guys know it's been a shit show the last like 14 days is what's been coming through. So for some of you guys, a lot longer. But this evil eye has been really, whenever you get evil eye energy like that, it's because something is about to come through. And it'll be big. I need you guys to tap into this. Some of you guys are doubting it. And if you're doubting it, I need you to re-listen to this message again. Re-listen to it a second time if you can. Because there's going to be something there. It has to do with the doubt, the anxiety that I talked about. Don't doubt this anymore, please. It's not me. Like, don't doubt me. You can doubt me all you want, but don't doubt spirit. Don't doubt the divine. Don't ever give up on what spirit can do and where spirit is leading you. Don't ever give up on that. Don't allow the world to get in to your spiritual self. Don't allow the world to get into your spiritual knowing. Don't allow what other people say and what other people believe to impact you and to disconnect you from where and what you must have within your life. Don't allow them to bring you down. You can have the doubt, you can have the worry, but don't give up. Still work your magic. Still believe. Just a little bit of belief. Just a little. And work your magic, because that's all that it takes in order for you to remember again. And this world can be really tough, my loves. It can be really tough. I'm going to be shuffling really quickly from the notes from the universe on love and connection. Don't let them separate you from spirit. Come back again with passion, with fire, and better than ever. And maybe this love and romance candle is I might just open that up right now. Like, I might just, honestly, the shop update is Thursday, but I might just open up the candles, the love and romance specifically, because that's exactly where after this, I'm going straight to a few flower shops. Oh, wow. I'm going to a few flower shops and get what I need, because I always like working with fresh flowers. And the fact that we'll all be doing this together too. And I'm going to be lighting the candle, of course. I'm pulling the cards while I'm talking to you guys. It's just going to be so powerful. All of us coming together. Wow. Some of you guys, okay, one more message, and then one more card, Spirit. I can feel you talking. Talk to me about the rose. Oh. I heart you and you'll find what you seek. That's the message of the rose. Some of you guys, when you are going, and literally all you have to do is, maybe if you can't afford to do a fixed candle right now, or if you don't want to, or if you just don't have the energy, that's fine. I'm gonna have it lit at my altar, okay? So, but what I do want to ask is, maybe you can get like one red rose, okay? And that's how you can contribute. That's fine. But if you guys if you do have it and you really want to push, get a fixed candle, like a rose. And then it doesn't have to be, if you fix your own candles, do it, like, by all means. I have specific herbs and things that work for me time and time again. But I do see you giving something here. I do see you giving, and I do see, like, maybe you get a red rose or you receive a red rose. If you guys see red roses this week, tag me in that, repost it. Don't go looking for it. Yeah. Anyways, sorry, I was starting to zone out and just... Anyways, yeah, so you'll find what you seek, and I heart you. So this is literally, and you can see the heart right here. There's something deeply manifesting here, my loves. Okay, so, and that has to do with the rose. And then when it comes to these other cards that I pulled, which are off on the side, some of you guys feel like who you are is not good enough. And that's the thing. This is why you've been kind of grasping for straws, because you feel like there's a certain part of you that you haven't reconciled or you haven't accepted within yourself, or something that you don't like about yourself, or something that you're ashamed or embarrassed of. And this is something that you are going to come to terms with, and also something that's going to be even more so loved about you. It's going to be loved up all on. Like, so be true to yourself. Karma is on your side. The love that you gave out is what's coming back in, right? Do something new, do something different. This is that movement card, and also forgive. So those are very specific messages. I love you guys. I have to go because I'm going to go straight to the florist shop right now. I'm pretty sure it's kind of early. It might, let's see, what time is it? Oh my gosh, 11 o'clock. Time flies when you're having fun. Oh my gosh, and Venus conjunct Saturn on March 28th. Come on. Sun conjunct Chiron. Mercury conjunct Chiron. Sun conjunct Mercury on April 2nd. All these things are things that were written within the guide, so if you need it, it's there. I'll link that down below. But this is a very, very powerful week for deep, 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 deep. It makes a lot of sense. Let me read to you this week's message. This week, there are two beautiful energies that are separately unfolding in the cosmos that I'm excited to witness as I look at the chart. The first energy, oh my God, now that I'm saying it, there's two different things here. The first energy that I'm seeing is the presence of divine and feminine energies merging together as one, dude. Come on, that's what I just literally separated. This energy will show up in communication of deeper romantic and soulful alliances. Wow. I see two people setting aside their differences because both are spiritually guided by the divine to come together now. This is insane. This is right on target. You are encouraged to move past your ego, shadow self, and logical thinking. Did I not say that? In order to embrace a miraculous connection. Sun... Oh, this is a typo. Sorry, guys. When I just channel, I just type. So there might be some typos in this. Some because both are spiritually guided by the divine to come together now. You are encouraged to move past your ego, shadow self, and logical thinking in order to embrace connect. Okay, here we go. Sun and Mercury conjunct Chiron will work to lead this conversation and relationship into deeper healing. The only suggestion I can make now is for you to lower your defenses and be receptive to hearing another point of view. And that's the thorns. Dude, I didn't read this beforehand. This is right on the money with this reading. This is the complete guide to 2022. It's my ebook. I'll link it down below, but this is right on the money. I swear to God on everything I love, this was just channeled. And clearly it's in aligned with what it is that I've already felt. So the energy is definitely here and the planets are clearly talking. I'm going to go ahead and head out. Nova's whining in the background. She's been in the cage for too long. And I'm going to go ahead to open up the shop for fixed candled orders for reservations with that. I'm going to go build the altar for the love and romance candle. I'm going to post it on my Instagram. Please, guys, if you tag me, put the rose, if you tag me or see roses, tag me in that. Also, if you can, please leave a rose emoji or type I heart you, or you'll find what you seek. One of these, which one resonates with you? Type it down in the comments, and then if you can, give this video a thumbs up. If it spoke to you, that does mean a lot to me these days. Please, if it helped you in some way, just don't be someone who comes in and takes and doesn't contribute. It's like literally, I don't ask for money, but I do ask for love. I do ask for love. I do ask for good vibes. So that's the best way that you can do that, is by giving a thumbs up and then also commenting in quotes, whichever one speaks to you. You'll find what you seek, or I heart you. Which one of these, please leave it down in the comments. It will mean the world to me. You don't have to subscribe to this YouTube channel, although I do want to invite you to do that because there's plenty more videos where this came from. And I'll see you in my next one. Bye.